Ready to discover the best of Lisbon in just 3 days? Join us as we explore the vibrant streets of Portugal's capital, from the historic Belém Tower to the stunning views at Miradouro de Senhora do Monte. We'll uncover hidden gems like the enchanting Alfama district and treat your taste buds to the city's culinary delights. Stay till the end for exclusive insider tips to make your trip unforgettable. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more exciting travel itineraries and adventures. Let's dive into Lisbon. Best time to visit Lisbon. Lisbon enjoys a Mediterranean climate, with mild, rainy winters and hot, dry summers. The best time to visit is during the spring, March to May, or fall, September to October, when the weather is pleasant and the tourist crowds are thinner. Summer is peak tourist season with festivals and events, but it can be crowded and hot. Winter is less crowded and more affordable, but be prepared for some rainy days. Lisbon Airport tips. Lisbon Airport, Humberto Delgado Airport, is the main gateway to the city. It's well connected to the city center, just 4.3 miles away. Upon arrival, you can take the Aerobus, a shuttle service that costs around $4 for a one-way trip or $7 for a round trip. The metro is another option, costing approximately $2, and taxis are available for about $15 to $20 USD. Be sure to have some euros handy for initial expenses. Where to stay in Lisbon for an authentic Lisbon experience? Consider staying in the Alfama district, known for its narrow streets and Fado music. Here, you can find charming boutique hotels and guest houses ranging from $80 to $150 per night. For those preferring a more modern touch, Baixa and Chiado offer luxury hotels and contemporary amenities, with prices averaging $150 to $250 per night. Barro Alto is perfect for nightlife enthusiasts, with vibrant bars and restaurants, though it can be noisier. How to get around Lisbon? Lisbon's transportation system is both efficient and affordable. The Viva Viagem card is a must-have, offering unlimited travel on buses, trams, and the metro for around $7 per day. Alternatively, the Lisbon card provides free entry to many attractions and unlimited transport for $22 USD for 24 hours. For a unique experience, ride the iconic Tram 28, which costs about $4 per trip. Walking is also a great way to explore Lisbon's hilly terrain and discover hidden gems. Day 1. Explore Alfama district. Early morning sunrise at Miradouro de Santa Luzia. One of my favorite spots in all of Lisbon is the Miradouro de Santa Luzia. It's absolutely magical at sunrise. Watching the sun come up over the water, transforming the sky from a deep red to a vibrant orange, is a breathtaking way to start your day in Lisbon. Trust me, getting up early for this view is totally worth it. An added bonus of visiting at sunrise is that you'll beat the crowds that gather here later in the day. Plus, you can enjoy the tranquility of this beautiful spot almost all to yourself. Breakfast after soaking in the breathtaking sunrise at Miradouro de Santa Luzia, head to Portas do Sol Café, conveniently located nearby. For breakfast, try the tosta mista, a Portuguese ham and cheese toast paired with a fresh orange juice and a coffee, costing around $10. Morning. Museu Nacional do Azulejo. The National Tile Museum is one of my absolute favorites in Lisbon. It's entirely dedicated to the fascinating history of tile work in Portugal, showcasing stunning azulejos from different eras. Our highlight was the panoramic tile painting of Lisbon viewed from the water. We had a blast spotting various landmarks we had visited during our trip. Insider tip: the museum is located in a former convent, adding to its charm. Entry costs about $5, and it's a great way to spend a couple of hours, especially on a rainy day. Don't forget to check out the museum's beautiful courtyard and cafe for a relaxing break. Explore Alfama neighborhood. The Alfama neighborhood is a charming area with stunning views of the Tagus River. This historic district is home to Miradouro de Santa Luzia and the Portas do Sol, two of the best spots for panoramic views of the city. Alfama is also the heart and soul of Fado music. You'll often hear its soulful melodies wafting through the streets, especially along Rua de São Pedro. The best time to experience Fado is during dinner, where you can enjoy a 3-hour feast with live performances. The atmosphere is especially magical on weekends. Insider tip: for an authentic Fado experience, head to one of the traditional Fado houses in Alfama. They usually offer a set menu with dinner and the performance for around $50 per person. Be sure to make a reservation in advance to get the best seats. Lunch. For a delightful lunch in Alfama, head to Mesa de Frada, a charming restaurant located in a former chapel adorned with beautiful azulejo tiles. Start with the Amaihoas Abulho Pato clams in garlic and cilantro sauce for around $10 USD, followed by the bacalhau abras shredded cod with eggs and potatoes, a classic Portuguese dish costing about $18. Insider tip: try to get a table by the window for a cozy experience with a view of Alfama's charming streets, and remember to make a reservation as it can get busy, especially during weekends. Afternoon. Convento de Graça and Miradouro de Graça. The Convento de Graça, also known as the Church of Our Lady of Grace, is one of Lisbon's oldest convents. Perched on one of the city's highest hills, it offers stunning panoramic views of Lisbon and the Tagus River from the Miradouro da Graça right in front of it. Best of all, there's no entrance fee. The convent itself is quite small, so you'll only need about 30 minutes to explore it. Mosteiro of São Vicente de Fora in Alfama. Be sure to check out the Mosteiro de São Vicente de Fora. This monastery not only boasts stunning tilework, but also offers breathtaking views from its rooftop viewpoints. I recommend visiting towards the end of the day because the view over Lisbon from the church towers, included in your ticket, is as spectacular as any other Miradouro. The monastery closes at 6 p.m., with the last ticket sales at 5 p.m. You can get your ticket at the admissions desk for around $5.50. Early evening. Sunset at Porta do Sol Miradouro. The Portas do Sol Miradouro is a beautiful, terraced viewpoint in the heart of Alfama, perched on one of Lisbon's many hills. For an unforgettable experience, head here at sunset and grab a glass of vinho verde from Quiosque das Portas do Sol for about $5. Although it gets crowded at sunset, with a bit of patience, you'll be able to snap some great photos and even find a table with a view to relax before dinner. Dinner at Boabao. Boabao is a fantastic Pan-Asian restaurant located in the lively Bairro Alto neighborhood of Lisbon. I loved the vibe and the food so much that we ended up going there twice during our trip. Some of our favorite dishes included the bao buns, especially the sea bass bao. Trust me, it sounds unusual, but tastes incredible. The appetizer platter with a variety of delicious starters and any of the noodle dishes on the menu. Expect to spend around $20 to $30 USD per person for a satisfying meal. Boabao doesn't take reservations for lunch or dinner. Because it's so popular, people start lining up before the restaurant even opens. For dinner, I recommend arriving about 20 to 30 minutes before they open to snag a table without a long wait. Day 2. The Belém District Breakfast. If you're searching Lisbon, chances are you've come across the delightful custard pastry, the pastel de nata. We've tried our fair share of these little cups of heaven, and you might be wondering, where can you find the best pastel de nata in Lisbon? Let me spill the beans. The best pastel de nata we've ever had was at Fábrica de Nata. For breakfast, they offer a combo where you get a ham and cheese croissant, one pastel de nata, and a latte for about $4. The history of pastel de nata dates back to the Mosteiro dos Jerónimos, so naturally, the nearby Belém neighborhood is home to the famous Pastéis de Belém, which attracts many visitors every day. However, I wasn't impressed with their pastel de nata. The sheer number of visitors seems to affect the quality of the pastry and the atmosphere. But that's just my opinion. Insider tip: be sure to add a little sprinkle of cinnamon on your pastel de nata and enjoy this gem more than once if you can. Morning. Palacio Nacional de Belém and Jerónimos Monastery. Belém is a charming neighborhood about 5 miles west of Lisbon's city center, nestled along the waterfront. It's home to some of Lisbon's most iconic landmarks, including the Tower of Belém, Belém Palace, and Jerónimos Monastery. These attractions are popular stops for cruise ships, so it's best to visit early in the morning to fully appreciate the stunning Portuguese architecture without the crowds. The easiest way to get to Belém is a 15-minute taxi ride, which will cost you around $10 to $15 USD. Alternatively, you can take a short train or bus ride for just a few dollars. Insider tip: if you visit Belém in the morning, don't miss grabbing a freshly baked pastel de Belém from the famous bakery nearby. It's the perfect treat to start your day. Lunch not far from Belém. LISBON is a modern restaurant and event center with an unbeatable view of the Tagus River. We had a delightful lunch on the patio, enjoying fresh appetizers, an oxtail ragu, and a seafood pasta, all of which were incredibly fresh and delicious. While this restaurant isn't the cheapest option, it's perfect for a treat-yourself meal by the water and worth every penny. Expect to spend around $50 to $70 USD per person for a meal here. Afternoon, take a sailboat out on the water. One of our most memorable experiences in Lisbon was taking a sailboat cruise on the Tagus River. The sailing tour usually includes wine, beer, and snacks, and if you're lucky, the captain might even give you a bit of sailing instruction. I highly recommend booking a sailing tour over one of the larger boats, because you'll get a much more intimate and local experience. These sailboats typically hold a maximum of 10 people. To book a similar experience, check out these highly rated sailing tours with a local guide. They're flexible too. Travel plans can be unpredictable, so you can cancel up to 24 hours in advance for a full refund. Insider tip: expect to spend around $50 to $70 USD per person for this incredible experience. Book your tour for the late afternoon to catch a breathtaking sunset over Lisbon from the water. Dinner Prado is an experience, plain and simple. The ambience is casual, warm, and lively all at once. They have a fantastic farm-to-table concept using only seasonal and local market ingredients. The food is unlike anything we've ever experienced. My husband usually balks at fancy dining, saying the portions are small and it's all about presentation. So he was definitely skeptical going into our meal at Prado. But let me tell you, he left feeling full and satisfied with every dish we ordered. While the presentation was impeccable, the steak tartare served on a crispy kale chip had unbelievable flavor. Our favorite dish, though, was a carbonara-like creation where the noodles were impossibly tender squid, lending an insane flavor profile to the dish. We are still raving about it. Meals at Prado typically cost around $50 to $70 USD per person, depending on what you order. You pretty much can't get in without a reservation, so make sure to book well in advance. Day 3. Discovering Sintra. So yes, there are plenty of other things to do in Lisbon, but for this third day, I suggest you visit Sintra from Lisbon because it's simply a must-see if you're in the city for 3 days. In my opinion, it's about a 30-minute drive from central Lisbon to Sintra. You can get there by car or take a train, which takes around 40 minutes. If you opt for the Lisboa card, the train journey is included in the pass, which costs about $22 for a 24-hour pass. On your day trip, make sure to explore the stunning Pena Palace and the Castle of the Moors. Both sites are absolutely breathtaking and will make your trip to Lisbon truly unforgettable. Insider tip: start your day early to beat the crowds at these popular attractions. And wear comfortable shoes as there's quite a bit of walking involved. Also, consider packing a picnic to enjoy in the beautiful gardens surrounding the Pena Palace. Morning. The Moorish castle. We begin our visit at the Château de Moors, offering stunning views of the surrounding area. This castle, built in the 9th century by the Moors from the Maghreb, was originally used to monitor the city of Sintra. Today, only ruins remain since it was abandoned after the reconquest of Portugal. Wandering along the forested ramparts feels almost like being on the Great Wall of China. The visit takes about an hour, and it's a peaceful and scenic walk. The castle is open 7 days a week from 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. during the summer season. Lunch. For a delicious lunch near the Moorish castle, check out Tascantiga, a cozy spot right in the heart of Sintra. Kick off your meal with the pate de sardinha, sardine pate, for about $6. Then dive into the bacalhau à bras, shredded cod with eggs and potatoes, a traditional Portuguese favorite, for around $14. Wash it all down with a refreshing glass of vinho verde green wine for $5, and don't forget to treat yourself to a slice of quijada de Sintra, the traditional Sintra cheesecake, for about $5 USD. You're looking at roughly $30 per person. Afternoon. Pena Palace after enjoying your lunch. A visit to Pena Palace in Sintra is an absolute must. This palace is incredibly vibrant and unique, making it feel like something straight out of a fairy tale. You wouldn't expect such a colorful palace in the middle of Portugal. Both the interior and exterior of Pena Palace are worth exploring. It's the most visited palace in Portugal, attracting nearly 1 million tourists each year. Surrounded by a lush park, it's a delightful place for a walk, and you can even take a scenic path through the park to get back down to the town of Sintra. Plan to spend about 2.5 hours to fully explore the palace, inside and out. I recommend taking the bus up to the palace and then walking down through Pena Park. The walk is lovely, with shaded paths, thousands of flowers, forested areas, and small lakes. It's really charming. For your visit to Sintra, it's best to set aside an entire day. Between exploring the palace and traveling, you'll have a full and exciting day. Entry to Pena Palace and its park isn't included in the Lisboa card, but you can get a small discount, around 10%, if you present the pass at the ticket office. Given the palace's popularity, it's a good idea to buy your tickets in advance. You have two options. You can either purchase a standard ticket or opt for a guided tour that includes Sintra and other attractions. Guided tours usually depart directly from Lisbon and offer a convenient way to explore more of the area. Insider tip: to avoid long lines and ensure you get to see everything, buy your tickets online ahead of time. Expect to pay around $15 for a standard ticket. Dinner when you return. In the evening, I advise you to go a cevicheria. This little ceviche restaurant has been on my list for years, and I was thrilled to finally visit it on our latest trip to Lisbon. They whip up multiple fresh ceviche dishes and other fresh seafood quinoa dishes that we thoroughly enjoyed. Not only is the food superb, but the large octopus hanging from the ceiling makes for some great pictures. Expect to spend around $25 to $35 USD per person for a meal. They don't take reservations for dinner. So to avoid the crowds and get a table, we made this a dinner spot, arriving about 10 minutes before they opened. If you're set on having dinner here, show up early and plan to wait it out. Thanks for joining us on this incredible 3-day journey through Lisbon. We hope you enjoyed discovering the city's rich history, breathtaking views, and delicious cuisine as much as we did. Remember, the magic of Lisbon lies in its hidden gems and vibrant culture. So be sure to take your time and soak it all in. If you found this itinerary helpful, give us a thumbs up and share your own Lisbon experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more travel guides and insider tips. Until next time, happy travels!